All right, we're back with Smarter Markets at IETA's North America Climate Summit 2025. I'm joined by Juan Duran, CEO of EcoRegistry. Great to have you back, Juan.
Thank you, David, and great to be here again.
Yeah, I don't think we've got to catch up in the past year since the last time we were together at this conference. So I was really curious, what have you been working on? What are you focused on?
Oh, yeah, a lot has changed in the last year, actually, because I do believe that the sentiment in the market is more positive than last year. And there is a lot of progress in the digitization process. So that has encouraged us at EcoRegistry. And since we are a software provider actually to crediting programs, countries and states, so that has encouraged us to increase our activities in innovation, in data analytics, AI implementation, and also those integrations with different stakeholders in the markets that will enable scale the carbon market. So that's what we're doing these days.
And where do you see the biggest opportunities and the biggest challenges for you right now?
So the biggest opportunities are specifically in the use of digital tools, such as data analytics and AI right now, and also the new tools that AI came with, to enhance the integrity of the project development process and also give more information to end buyers so that they can make informed decisions. Those are the two things that I see as opportunities. The challenges, though, there are lots of delays right now on decision-making processes around the UN or CORSIA or other type of markets that could enable the development of more projects. So right now, those delays have been causing troubles in the projects themselves.
And in the voluntary carbon market, you've always had a number of registries, a number of standard organizations. Now we're seeing a strong growth in compliance markets around the world. How difficult is it to kind of harmonize a lot of this registry system and even the digitization? How do you pull this all together?
A very good question, because it's difficult, but I see that as an opportunity as well. So actually, right now, what is happening around the globe is that there are fragmented markets, like a carbon tax here, a carbon tax there, in Americas, in Africa, in Asia, Southeast Asia, very specific markets. And for those markets, what you need to operate is actually the capability to get all the information from all the projects, make the information available so that the buyers can make the decision to participate in that market, and also to integrate and interoperate with the registries from those countries specifically. That creates, I see that as an opportunity, because since we're a software provider, what we do is that part of the registry where we can connect to other systems. So for us, it's an opportunity. For other ones, it's a barrier.
All right. And what brought you back to the conference this year? What did you want to talk about?
So there has been a lot of development in the, let's call it, different ideas to come with a common data model for carbon markets that will enable the interoperability between different registries, between different exchanges, marketplaces, anything. Those initiatives, let's say the Carbon Data Open Protocol or the Climate Data Steering Committee by the G20, or of course the integration of the Climate Action Data Trust, they have all actually run into the direction of connecting and enabling this standardized way of sharing information. I believe that is one of the main purposes why we are here, to participate in those conversations, and actually some of the models were launched during this week, so it's important.
Any interesting new ideas or new models that have really popped out at you?
Yes, specifically how to use those standardized data models to integrate multiple platforms. For example, to integrate with a monitoring technology, or to integrate with registries that collect all the information from different registries, or to connect to countries, for example, so that the countries can have a good overview of the projects that are happening on their jurisdictions. So those are ideas that will enhance the capability for decision makers to act.
And I was curious, as you've been at the conference and New York Climate Week broadly, uh, maybe even outside of what you're working on at EcoRegistry, what are you hearing people talk about the most? And do you feel like it's on the right track, or is there something you wish they were talking about more?
I was yesterday in a very interesting conference that they were talking about that we also need integrity, but at the same time, we need to be pragmatic. So we need to start the action, do the projects, do the process, and that will bring more projects. They might not be perfect, but they might be good enough. And good enough right now is important because we need to keep this moving and enabling this finance from the global north to the global south so that projects can actually benefit from it and continue going.
And when you look at the carbon markets broadly, what is the most important development that you see happening in the markets today?
The digitization process is the one, because the expectations from digital systems is that when you get all the information digitally from the ground, then there is more integrity to it. So the quantification of the emissions reductions can be automatized. And in that way, you can have like a more robust quantification system. I believe that expectation from the market is important, and we support that process. And the other part that I believe has been part of the conferences here, and it's important, is coming back to what I said before: pragmatism. We need to move. We need to move faster, and that's important right now.
Right. And if there's, maybe you've answered the question, but I wanted to ask you, if you look ahead to the next year, what would you like market participants to work on? What could we accomplish that would really make real progress on climate action or making carbon markets more effective, kind of collectively?
That's a good question. Specifically, I don't have the right answer right now, but I would love to see more engagement from small and medium enterprises entering the market. Right now, the market can be led by big corporates, but I do believe that small and medium enterprises have a very good opportunity to support the market and give it a push, and I do believe they have that capability.
All right, well, thanks so much for stopping by. It was great to catch up with you, and we shouldn't let it go so long the next time.
Exactly. Yeah. Next time, please call me earlier and I will be there.
Will do.
Thank you.